What
Ooh.
is going on? Already you're starting, Paul. What is up, Facebook land? We are back.
What?
Oh, God. How's everyone doing?
I'm great. How you doing, bud?
I say everyone. I'm sorry. I mean, how are you doing, Paul?
Oh, Dad's watching Top Row Racing Media
Holy crap.
every
I'm glad
week.
you're on that.
Huge supporter. Go give their page a like, a follow. You will not find better racing coverage in the tri-state area. I will go as far as that. NBC Sports could learn a thing or two for NASCAR coverage. That's all I got to say on that.
Yep. Bubba, what's up, my man? We missed you Saturday night. I know we talked Sunday about the award, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but we missed you out there. So we're back to Facebook as well, just because, I feel like it's.
Well, if Mark Zuckerberg is watching, I have some things to discuss with you, but otherwise, we're here for a good time.
It's more user-friendly, like you said. It's easier to find your videos on YouTube, which they will be still live streamed on YouTube. Just Tim, huh? Sorry, Kelly. YouTube. But you can view our videos on YouTube. You can still watch on YouTube, but it's user-friendly on Facebook.
Ease of access.
Yes. So we gave it another try. I took the Eminem and the other music I had on there off.
I do love M&Ms.
I know.
Peanut
M&Ms.
ones.
So
Yeah.
Me too. Now we're talking about food. How are you still hungry?
I don't know.
All right, hold on. I'm going to do a shout out real quick to Burdick's West.
Yeah, Wings West.
Oh, their pizza.
Fantastic.
Probably one of the best pizzas I've had.
And cheap.
Oh, God, yeah. It's cheap.
Yep.
So we're going to jump into it real quick. We got a fun show tonight. Towne is going to be joining us. So Curty T. But real quick, make sure you go check out our website, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Link is on our website. And just share. We like shares. We like likes. Just anything helps. So,
on that too, this is a very interactive broadcast. So I know we've been battling that in weeks prior. Make sure you comment. There's a bunch of people already commenting. That's awesome. I appreciate everybody that's doing that. Any questions as we bring on guests? Let them fly.
Yes, Tina, I have clothes on. Paul frowns upon it when I don't put my shirt on. I mean, I frown upon it because nobody wants to see us. Let's be real. We have 30 viewers right now, which is freaking awesome.
I have a question. When did you not have clothes on? Did I miss an episode?
So, the other day, I took a picture. It was beautiful outside. The other day, I took a picture on the deck.
Oh, God, I already know these photos. Never mind.
I had my shirt off because I was hot. I'm a big guy. I sweat. And everyone's like, you were naked. I'm like, no, I really wasn't.
He was. Spoiler alert.
No, I'm not going to say that. Anyway, Sunday, as a joke, I took another picture of my shirt off, and I'm like, question of the day, is he naked?
Chad's OnlyFans is...
I love this guy. I really do. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm taken back right now. 38 viewers.
Curty T. Getting the viewers,
minutes. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you.
Top Row. Comment of the night, I think right here. There's not a whole lot racing going on anymore. Mottville, big show this Saturday. Honoring Merrill and everything he had at that place. Go show him some support. Chad and I have even talked about Chad's getting into it early with his Mountain Dew, so beware. But no, we've talked about taking our new front wheel drive down there. We're not going to, but we'll be there in spirit.
About that?
Oh yeah,
it's
out now. Oh,
well, you just opened up a new segment. Go ahead, buddy.
What car did Paul buy this week? Is that the new segment?
So yes, Paul messaged me about a month or so ago and said, "Hey, you mind going half-seas on a zoo stock?" And I'm like, "Yes." So, Paul,
yeah,
we got a zoo stock.
It's going to be number 83.
You'll figure that out on your own. Shout out to Andy Bozell. Oh,
go ahead. Yep.
Figure out.
It's black and green.
Oh, it is black and green. I didn't know you could. All right. Oh, cool. We're digressing here.
It runs.
Oh, God. What's going on here? Anyway, so it's going to be a fun year. Bubba, we talk about that?
Yeah. Well, we should probably find out if Bubba wants to mention it first. We'll come back.
We'll come back to that. Bubba,
Version 2
yes
next
or no, that's
next
all I need
Monday.
from you. Anywho, so let's quick. Jeez, there you go. Let's quick talk
Stroke
about
number 1 for those counting at home.
So the plans for the show for the next few weeks, we are going to change it up a little bit, only because we are going to celebrate champions starting next week. Also, next week we will be doing a pre-recorded show because I am going to take my kids trick-or-treating. But it will be pre-recorded, so we will still have a show. But we're going to do some new things, so no guests for probably a couple weeks, just so we can kind of celebrate the champions of the tracks around the area. Monday show, if we do send it, we'll probably send it Monday, will be Kalamazoo. But yeah, we're just going to showcase the champions from local tracks because, everyone puts a lot of time and money into this. And,
Whoops.
Oh, boy. We tend to get people in trouble here.
It's what PJP does.
Guys. I know. And we're losing viewers. Dude.
It's okay.
Anywho, let's talk about the Kalamazoo Speedway Awards Banquet. Paul, before we go too far on this, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am extremely proud of you and Jimmy. Both of you overcame a lot of diversity this year, and you both...
Diversity?
Adversity. You guys overcame a lot. And both of you never gave up, and that's where it got you guys. So I kind of made something for both of them. We're going to start with Jimmy.
And Rookie of the Year.
And I didn't add that. But Jimmy, I don't know if you're watching, but dude, we are both extremely, extremely proud of what you did in your first year in that car. Rookie of the Year, 3rd place in points. You never gave up. So from the bottom of my heart, man, I'm proud of you. Great job. And I can't wait to see what next year has in store for you.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Now, Paul. Not much more to say on that, but dude, your best in points at Kalamazoo, correct?
Correct.
Your best in your career?
Yep, correct. Not in the career, but yes, at Kalamazoo for sure.
Dude, you never gave up. Just like Jimmy. You could have been 2 laps down, but you know what? You stayed out there. You knew at times your car wasn't going to do much, but you know what? You didn't give up. And I know Jimmy and I and everyone affiliated with PJP is extremely proud of you.
Thank you.
And I believe this is his 5th place trophy from Kalamazoo here.
That is.
So again, man, extremely proud of you. I know
you.
next year's going to be different for you, but I can't wait to see what you got going on. So.
Likewise, 2023, I think for PJP as a whole is going to look a little different, but it's going to be a damn good time, rest assured, as always. And yeah, we'll be at races, that's for sure, somewhere.
Yes, yep. So and then one more award that we kind of got surprised with that I don't think any of us knew we were going to get. Kalamazoo Speedway. Paul, I'm going to let you explain this because you're the mastermind of this one. So.
Well, it started many, many moons ago. Shout out to Brad Whitehead. As I used to pull into the pit area after a feature event, as I'm getting unbelted in the car, he would reach in and hand me a nice cold Miller Lite. And we'd start the celebrations right there. And whether it was good night or bad night, rest assured we were going to have a few cold ones, enjoy the evening. And it just kind of progressed from there. And last year, I feel like we as a whole took it to a new level. Closing that place down, the lights were turned off. We were asked to leave on a few occasions.
We will talk about that here soon.
But overall, we were there for a good time. Win, lose, whatever the hell happened, we were going to have a good time. And Kalamazoo Speedway recognized that, and that was super awesome as a group because this is a venture. All the wives, family, friends that join us week in and week out was awesome. And it's hard to see in this.
Oh, Paul! Oh my God! I'm glad I got pants on.
We're live. We got this awesome trophy. It's the 2022 Good Times Award for the Paul Jakovic Performance Gang. Thank you to Gary, Randy, Jason, everybody at Kalamazoo Speedway. This is an awesome award. We love to have a good time. We bring it to this podcast as much as we can.
And you know it meant something to Paul when he is speechless giving his speech.
It was. I had some stuff I wanted to say. I could not find the words for the life of me. So, yeah, it was pretty damn cool. I feel like we earned that one. We had a great time all season. So.
And we talk about this. This is one of the big reasons we do this show is, to have fun again. Because, and a lot of people said this at the awards banquet, but let's bring fun back. And that's what this is about. What's the point of racing if you're not having fun? Because I know I don't like just throwing money away. But if I'm having fun, why not? Yeah?
Yeah.
But no, seriously, it's all about having fun. And
hey, Tyler, talking about a party bus. How was it, buddy?
Hey, yeah, party bus.
I wish we had that photo on deck.
I think I have that photo. I won't pull that up.
Next time you see Tyler, ask him about the PJP party bus.
I'm sure he'd love to tell you. It's a good story. Love you, buddy. Anywho, so, Bubba. But yeah, just this is going to be a lot of our stories come this off season. Let's bring fun back. And if you need advice on how to have fun, stop by the PJP clan.
Clan.
I mean, whatever. The group in the pits. This is the best part. I love this shit.
We should not be live.
I know it. Oh, are we live? No, I'm just kidding. Just stop by and see us on a race night because you're gonna see how.
You're gonna see a lot.
You're gonna see a lot, and you're gonna understand why we do what we do. And Top Row, 100%. We are always his last photo of the night. It is a tradition. Paul wasn't there one night, but we still got that photo in, and it's awesome. But my goal is just everyone to have fun again, and hopefully we can shine that light. This will let him. So hey,
it's 7:15 almost.
Yes. So are you guys ready for our guest?
Bubba
I know.
bum.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Shoot, I should probably do this.
Play the intro four
I
times.
always gotta do that too, but I forgot to do that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Better late than never.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce Curty T. Oh, by the way, we got a live guest.
Our first ever at KLS Studios live guest. Hashtag, we didn't do it yet. 2-drink minimum.
Oh, look at
Curty T came prepared.
Me too. Look at that. Phil said, bring on Curty. Look at that. See, this is kind of cool because it's different. It's cool. So we're going to do a test real quick. Kirst, I'm just going to come out and say it. Tell everyone, Who the heck is Curty T?
I'm the one and only. Duh.
If you guys are having troubles hearing him, please let us know because we only got 2 mics.
Yeah, it's a test right now.
Yes, it's a
we
test.
don't know if this is going to
So
work.
if you're struggling on hearing him, let us know. We can adjust the mic a little bit to get it closer to him as well. But yeah, so you're the one and only. But no, seriously though, like, what is Curty T? What are you about?
I'm about having fun, just like old PJP here, you know. I love to race. This is my life. All I ever do is work on race cars, eat, breathe. It's all I do.
You can't really ask for a better answer than that. So.
No, not really.
I'm going to roll into it, kind of piggybacking Chad's question. Yep. Number 66, where did that come from?
That came from my dad a while back. When he first got into circle track racing, he picked number 66 because he liked Route 66. And
that's pretty sweet.
On the number side of things, that's not my original number.
Go on.
I started with number 20 when I first started racing.
The Zoostock 20. Correct?
Yeah. Yep. Cyberstocks way back.
Yep.
Cybers, when they used to go backwards.
No, before that.
Before that.
Oh, shoot.
I don't think I was born yet.
Can I ask, were you like 5? Because you're young.
I was 14.
14, okay.
But then, as we moved up classes, I just stuck with Dad's number.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's a lot to do with why I run the number I run. Inverted my dad's, so
that's
cool.
Another question because I never asked you that. So one day I'll ask you that question. Why?
Well, I just answered it.
Huh?
I just answered it.
What'd you say?
It's the invert of my dad's number 15.
Well, I thought we were gonna have a whole story on it, but damn.
There's the story, guys. You heard it here first.
Breaking freaking news. Gosh. Well, I'm gonna jump in then. When people hear the name Curtis Towne, what's your hopes on what they think?
Oh, go a happy, good old boy, you know. I'm here to make everyone's life better. That's my goal in life.
So
I feel like
I think you read our questions because
I think you did too. I'm turning. I'm just asshole.
So that's our first swear word. We made a record time tonight.
Hey.
I think anyone who's been around you will recognize you have a great attitude when you're at the track, unless someone wrecks you. Which is understandable for sure.
I remember pulling him back one time. Just saying.
What helps you stay positive through all the bullshit that goes on? Good nights, bad nights. What keeps that smile on your face?
All the little kids in the stands.
Damn good answer.
Yep. That is awesome.
I think this is the first time we've kind of had that answer. I love
We've
that.
talked about this before. I
keep hitting my boom.
Raymond Kelly, I think that's Raymond. He says you're a great guy. Do they know you?
Yep.
Okay, just asking.
Do they know
Did you pay them?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, just had to ask. So, real quick, how many wins this year? Heats and features?
1 heat, 1 feature.
Okay. I'm going to jump right into the next question then. I thought you had more.
I really did too.
I'm pretty sure.
I was going to call bullshit on that.
I think I'm calling bullshit too. I thought you had more.
That's it. A fast time.
Trevor said you got to be hungover still from Saturday.
Oh,
that's a whole different story.
Feel that.
So I think I know this answer, and I'm just going to get into it. What's your biggest win in 2022 since your only win of, well, it's not heat. What's your biggest win in the last 5 years?
Last 5 years?
Yep.
I'd have to say this year down at South Bend winning Jared Pacino's Memorial Race.
I knew that. Yeah, that's a hell of a time to win.
Oh, it is. I did it a year ago. Also down at M40 a week or 2 after he passed away.
Oh, for those of you curious about that race, Top Row Racing Media, who we mentioned a lot with their fantastic coverage, just posted the link. Make sure you check it out. that should also take you to the YouTube channel. Be sure to check out all the highlights. Big things coming in 2023. I don't think we can talk about them yet, but we're excited.
And I'm going to jump real quick on what Tina said because it's absolutely 100% right. Curtis inspires so many to look at life in a positive way, even at your lowest points. And I've seen you at your lowest point, man, and you inspire a lot of people. And I don't know if you know that, but you do. And I can't thank you enough. I know Paul can't thank you enough. We're glad you kind of, how do I word it?
Weasel my way into the group.
You kind of, yeah. I mean, we're kind of glad because you're a good time. You're always smiling, man. No matter what, even if it's a shit day at the track, you always got a smile on your face,
and you were there for the community. Case in point, when we were trying to put a car together because the 51 broke, you were one of the first people that messaged me like, "Hey, I get out of work at 6. What's your address? I'll be right over." That meant the world. The decals. Pretty sure at one point we took a spare tire you had in your trailer and put it on Jimmy's car when he was having some bad luck. So, dude, all across the board, this world could benefit from some Curty T's. That's for sure.
I agree. Any future Curty T's in the making?
No.
Okay.
No.
I just had to ask.
That was a hard no. Hard no.
That was not one of my questions. I just wanted to be funny.
So, I got a couple we skipped over. So,
sorry.
You kind of touched on it. What year did you start racing? What was your rookie season? 2012. What class? Cyberstock. All right.
So what's your favorite class? All the classes you raced.
All that I've raced.
Yep.
No matter what, I always find myself back into a zoo stock. There's a reason. That class is just so much fun. I know some people hate bang bangs, but I like to just see them.
Only when they hit the rev limiter in the pits for 9 minutes straight.
Gosh,
that's all.
I want to see me lose my cool. We're not going there. No, I've talked to Paul a lot the last few months about that. Like, no matter what in a zoo stock, you may have the shittiest night ever, and you're gonna have fun.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna get. Oh, what'd I do, Tom?
Tom knows your hatred for people revving off the chip.
Oh my gosh! I know you want to talk about it. It's making me mad right now. Okay, look, I'm gonna. No.
We digress.
We're going to. Okay, go ahead, Paul. Next question. Because I'm.
Well.
Whoa! Oh,
I mean, if that doesn't deserve an honorable mention from Tyler McGann.
I'm not even repeating that. We're gonna let people read that. What's your thoughts? I mean, I guess we'll ask.
2 thumbs up.
All right. Yep. There we go. We got his approval. Go ahead, Paul.
Your favorite memory from the 2022 season?
Oh. My favorite memory.
Favorite memory.
Can we come back to that one? By chance?
Oh, sure. We'll let you think on it for a minute.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Too many good ones.
All right.
Bo, me too.
So I skipped over this one. Chad mentioned your biggest win of 2022. Biggest win of your career, yep. I assume. Yep. What's second on the list? What was your first win?
My very first win?
Yep.
In 2012, I won a B feature in the Cyber Stocks.
At Kalamazoo?
At Kalamazoo.
Can I piggyback off that?
Hell yeah.
When you won that race, did you ever expect to be where you're at now?
No. Not even close.
I love that people hate the same thing.
I've heard stories about this one at Spartan from more people than just Bo and Phil, which is awesome.
It's just a bad name for front-wheel drive cars. Like, no, we're getting off that. Go ahead, Paul.
Chad gets triggered on this subject,
gosh.
and I love every second of it.
Now I know what I'm doing opening night.
Yep. Why do you think we have the 4-cylinder? I'm just going to sit in the pits. We ain't going to hit the track. I'm just going to bang it off the chip for 4 hours.
There it is. All right, Paul, go ahead.
All right. So, what you've raced a lot of classes late models, street stocks, front wheel drives. What's a dream race for you to race?
I want to race the Clash.
What's the Clash for those that may not know?
The biggest outlaw late model race at Kalamazoo Speedway that I've seen a lot of my favorite guys win. I just want to compete against them.
I mean, Paul, I'm gonna kind of ask you a question here because I'm gonna give you this year. What was your feeling going into that race?
I felt like we had the best chance to make the race this year. We kind of figured out a lot of things we battled with last year. We had a pretty good morning so far. Practice went decent. We didn't have to break out a backup car in practice, which is a huge win for the Clash. That's my Achilles heel race. Whatever stupid shit could go on, we seem to have happened that race. I felt like kind of the ugly girl at the prom. Like, I was just happy to be there.
Lance Gary says it's best, but I think he's talking about your car, the ugly duckling.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about mine.
Yeah.
I know, but it works best for what you were just talking about, too.
Yeah. It's one of those events where you're just happy to be in the show. You're with what you said, the best of the best, the guys, the Hall of Famers, the champions. Damn, it's just cool to be a part of. And that picture on the front stretch leading up to it with all the drivers, I had Callie make a big 8x10 of it because it meant a hell of a lot to be with that group. So,
yeah, I mean,
that's some of the best of the best.
Yeah. So I love that goal. I say 2023, we make it happen.
You heard it here first.
If it happens on the podcast, you got to make it actually into reality. So, ball's in your court, bud.
Yep. Real quick,
Let's take it.
Bryson wants to know your favorite car drive that was not yours.
Oh, this is a good one. Some old Enduro car that, as Brock Sweetu named it, the Toyota. And when I got all over it, it had a Mustang nose on it, and took it to Galesburg post night, win the CP2, and it was a piece of shit.
You don't have to hide it. We're good.
No, you don't. We're not FCC regulated.
Yeah.
Just watch like.
We have a limit of 2 F-bombs. That's the rule. We haven't hit 0.
So we got 2 drink minimum and 2 F-bomb maximum.
Oh. Sign number 2 next Monday.
Yeah.
You'll see here first, 2 F-bomb minimum.
Oh, Tom. Okay, thank you. Did you almost fall off a ladder again?
Oh, boy.
Sorry. Stairs. Ew.
Third sign, #stairs. We're just going to have a wall of hashtags from this damn show.
So this kind of goes with what Paul says. What's your favorite race of the year? It can be as a driver or a spectator.
Oh. I think my favorite race of this year was the last Grand Slam race at Plymouth. Going to go see who was going to take home $20,000. That was a good outlaw late model race too.
That's also one thing I love about you. You travel to a lot of races, whether you have a car or not. I think there's a few guys that do that. I used to be one of them. I used to go watch races all the time. Not so much anymore because we're just awfully busy. But Topper Racing Media also has the highlights to that. Shout out to you guys. But no, honestly, Top Row, we talk a lot about you, but that's how I followed a lot of that race. It was instantaneous coverage. I mean, not that race because didn't that go to like 5 a.m.? I was done. Whatever night that was. I gave up at 9:30 and I'm like, this is the L feature. I'm out. So
Paul's an old man.
Oh,
this guy's
#grandpa.
Unless we're at the racetrack.
Yes. Yep.
He's already there. He's there.
And that's one of the state. I'm sure we're gonna hit that subject here.
Back to the whole me traveling to all these racetracks. I think there was 2 that I know. Only one racetrack I went to this year, I did not take a race car with me.
Which track was that?
New Paris.
Why?
Spur of the moment idea.
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
So next year, what I hear is you're going to take a car to New Paris.
Yeah, why not?
Hey, you heard it here first.
You beat me.
No, breaking news. That's you.
Oh, breaking news. I digress. You know, oh God, I don't even know where I'm at in these questions. That's okay, because I'm just piggybacking off of you.
That's cool. I'm going to go back. I didn't finish part B
I'm
to my
sorry,
first question up here.
Part B?
Part B, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He's got 12 pages of questions.
I went to public education, so I came prepared. Dream car to race.
Paul.
What?
Fuck you.
Number 1. If you don't know, hold on. Side note, also Chad's nickname. Chad was homeschooled, so that's why I can make the public education
I
jokes.
was homeschooled after 9th grade. Thank you. But yeah, pretty much all high school because...
What happened in 9th grade, Chad, that you had to be homeschooled?
We will have to make an R-rated version of the show for me to talk about that.
All right, we digressed.
I'm
For
kidding.
the 19th time on this episode. Dream class you could race.
Dream class.
Ooh.
Like one time or like
Sure.
Yeah, like one time.
put me in a sprint car.
Asphalt or dirt. Or both.
I'll do both.
Both.
That's
Which would you do first?
No.
All right. What track?
Oh.
We're on part C, D. I don't know.
I'll take it there. We can go outdoors with it.
Oh,
Ooh.
I love
Just
that.
let the nuts hang out.
I was going to say,
Oh.
like... Paul
That's
and I-
the after 9 p.m. episode.
Oh, shit. My bad. Paul and I... Oh, God. Paul and I have talked about this with the sprint cars. Like, it'd be fun, but I don't got the balls to do that. That's some wicked, like...
I mean, you put me on the track alone, cool. Put me out there with 20 other idiots, not so cool. Mm-mm.
I just want to be. Side note, you. I want to go as fast as Andy Bozell.
Hashtag side note.
I don't even think I got the balls to do that either.
That's a great goal.
You can
Yeah.
only try once or twice.
So, all right, coming up with a question. You've raced Super Shoe. You've raced Call of the Wild.
Yeah.
We were supposed to start on the front row Call of the Wild till I had a window nut malfunction and had to pull off right away. Have you ever run a big board?
Oh yeah.
Chad's dying.
Yeah, I looked over. Paul was there, and then I watched him bring that ball down. Paul was not there.
It was rough.
I took blame for that. It wasn't even my
It
big fault.
wasn't. That was my fault. I was being a cocky little shit. I'm like, I have no roof. Nope. We digress. But big board, you would run one if they ever brought it back.
Which I hope in the future they do.
They do. I think that was one of the coolest experience shows. The racing sometimes was not always there because you always know who's going to be the fast guy if they got a fucking 14. That's number 2 foot board on the car, but it was.
I've raced a lot of Call of the Wild shows. I've done it in front wheel drives, which is whatever. I've raced my mini stock, which if you saw Lance Gary said, ugly duckling. That's what we named my mini stock.
Mini stocks.
And I've had Andy Bozell blow by me down the back stretch. I was in my mini stock, and I swear my car picked up off the road. I was scared.
But it was probably a heck of an experience being out there.
What the experience was, I was the fastest car in the B feature in a mini stock compared to these V8s with big boards, and I'm just there to have fun.
So Tyler has a question. Have you ever ran dirt before?
Yes, once.
Where at?
Hartford in the front wheel drive.
How was that?
Sorry.
Oh.
I was just jumping off you. You're good, man.
How was it?
Yeah.
I'll do it again. It's fun. It's weird. It's different. Yes, it was, Corey.
So we're all like reading the screen as these comments roll. Do they allow leaf spring cars at Kalamazoo? I don't believe so.
I
I
do
think
not
street
think so.
stocks are not allowed to be leaf spring. But Call of the Wild, There's
don't
like
think
2
you
rules
can.
you have to meet.
Is it?
You
I mean,
have
they-
all 4 tires in the window now.
They run
Oh, okay,
fucking
cool.
dirt modified. Oh, there was
That's
3.
true.
Nah.
Oh,
Homeschooled.
We're digressing pretty dang bad here. What's your biggest struggle this year?
Being an underfunded team. That street stock class is no joke.
Did I take that from you?
No, I'm trying to find that question. Oh, there we go. We went back to page 1. We're jumping all over the place.
I think a lot of people, are underfunded, especially with the way the economy is. So, on that note, what do you think it's going to take to get short track racing back to its prime?
Back to page 2 now.
I think racetracks need to work together, not against each other. Same rules, every class.
So, on that note too, I feel we asked this question a lot. What it's going to take. Something I thought of today when we were going over the notes for the show. What do you want less of in the short track community? What's something that you see week in and week out happens that you just want either like taken away, whatever it is?
I don't know. I've watched them take a lot of good things away from short track racing.
Such as?
Oh, Paul's digging.
The autograph nights have gotten slimmer. Like,
Agreed.
you can't do a whole lot. And just drivers with fans and all that stuff. Like, I try to make it. To say hi to people that sit there at the cars like you do at night. And you just hope people come down and no one shows up.
And I talked to Seltzer about this when he was on. Like, I grew up going to Berlin, and there was always a line to get in the pits after the races.
Oh, yeah.
And I wish we could get that back at these other tracks, because as a kid, that's what got me. There it is.
Right by the mic.
As a kid, that's what got me to love racing. Is you got to go in, and most of these drivers would let you sit in the car. You buy a flag from the souvenir shop, and I probably still have 10 of those flags, and they're signed by all the drivers. So you just walk right down the road. And you're 100% right. How hard is it to throw an autograph night in once a month?
It's just here's something they should take away. Try to rush the shows.
Yep.
Don't rush them.
I know Kalamazoo's our home base, as everyone knows. I will always give a shout out to that staff on getting a show in, whether the weather's inclement. For the most part, we do a great job, and it's an early night, other than us idiots that say after the races. Oh, yeah. You go to visit some of these other tracks, and it doesn't happen. Your B feature's not rolling to the track till midnight. If you're taking a family of 4, that you're gone by that point. You got to put people to bed. Maybe they have to work on Saturday. I love that.
And that's the thing. I know we're getting away from asking you questions, but this is what it's all about too. And I'm going to use Kalamazoo as an example, but there it is. If you want to get the show done in time and all that, like Kalamazoo does, which is awesome.
I remember my first speech.
Shout out to Alicia, Jimmy's girl. But no, if you're going to get the show done fast, I just wish fans would take advantage of that and come walk around the pits.
Yep.
Take a half hour after the show, walk the pits.
You know what was one of the coolest things was after Super Shoe this year, granted, everything got smushed into Saturday, but when Billy Shannon won that race, the stands cleared out fairly quick, and we went down to the pit because we were going to go talk to him, talk to the Bozels real quick. There was hundreds of people. You couldn't go see anyone, and it reminded me of dirt tracks. Like, I'm an asphalt guy at heart, but the dirt tracks get it right with a lot of things they do. Shoot, I'll even go live. I'm going to the World Finals next week in Charlotte. The way they do their pit passes and general admission passes, it's awesome. And the access you get, maybe it's something we can take into account.
Maybe every Friday night they need to do a pit party.
Maybe not every Friday.
No,
Yeah.
but
You got to make it special once a month, though.
Yeah, something just to get these kids, because we've talked, and this is one of the reasons I do Mom of the Week. If it ain't for the kids, man, this sport's gonna die.
Curty hit it on the head.
Yeah.
It's for the kids.
And we got to find a way to bring these kids into the stands. And I know it's expensive, but I definitely we got to get Gary on the show, because I definitely want to pick his brain on some stuff. But yeah, we got to do something for the sport.
Bo with the comment. Shout out to Jason Salter. At the end of every Friday night race, he mentions, go see him. It's free of charge. Get some autographs. Sit in the car.
Yep.
There's usually free concession stand food, which
is
all
skeeters around in a go-kart.
Golf cart.
And
the thing is like, I know Curty, when he races, if a kid walked over,
oh, I second that, Bubba.
Yep, let's go.
About twice a week, I send Chad certain things that are for sale. Oh, start there.
All right. I'll talk about that in a minute. I know multiple times with you, Curty, when kids would come down by your car, you would ask them, do you want to sit in the car?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm putting myself back as a kid. If you came up to me and said, hey, you want to sit in my car? Yeah. Because that's one thing a kid is never going to forget, is I sat in a race car.
Yep.
Paul, what's the first thing you do when you met my daughter? After the race, what did we do?
There's a picture of her sitting in the race car.
The first time Paul met her, she said, after the victory and after someone won, I don't remember who won, but she said, man, I want to sit in a car. And Paul's like, come back to the house and you come sit in my car. My daughter remembers that. And she will never forget that. There's also a picture of Paul laying on the floor in the shop playing race cars with Brantley, and he will never forget that either.
I know a photo that is. That's a good photo.
So, Kids remember these things. So as parents, and I'll kind of go into what Bubba said, is you don't have to necessarily get your kids into racing, but get them to the track, because I can guarantee it's an addiction that will never go away.
Or take them to a race shop. Take them to Curty's, take them to our shop. I mean, there's plenty of people, especially in the Kalamazoo area, that would... I love lucky number programs. I will say that. Is that the one you're talking about?
Charles and William Anderson,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Why don't we do programs?
Real reason?
Yes.
Money.
Okay. Don't make them free. You go to a NASCAR race. We went to Daytona. Do you remember how much it was for a program? You
20?
don't remember.
Not 20?
It was expensive.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Kalamazoo needs to do that. But you can make a cheap program, have like the top 5, and they do that with their little flyers. But
there's no pictures.
There's no pictures of the driver. They have no clue who they are. You have a first-time fan come to that show, and they open that up and say, "Oh, Curtis T. He's in second place in points." Who's Curtis?
Oh, actually, speak about that. I had a dad brought his 2 kids down the pits this year, and all they wanted to see was the truck. That's all they wanted.
Yep.
They said that his son and daughter said, "Oh, I like that truck," and that they watched me the whole night.
Yep.
So a lot of good things coming up here. And Lance hit on the nail. You were that kid, and I can see that.
I still am that kid.
You still are that kid. 100%. That's not a bad thing. David Lux, the shop nights are the best. Hold on, is David the one that tackled?
Yep.
Oh!
Wait. In turn 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
No, on the front stretch.
On the front stretch.
Well, it started in turn 1 and 2. That's where we got into it. Yeah.
But, I mean, even Tina, start for Kids Club. That's 100%. We got to do something for kids. Yep. And Lance wants us to ask you about hanging out at the shop.
Oh,
is this one of the after-hours shows?
Yeah, is this...
I climbed in one of the race cars at Lance and Scoop's shop, right?
Okay.
Well, Scooter grabbed me from the back. As I'm in the race course, he grabs me from the back. Lance sticks his taser right up in there.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, that's a different story. What I thought was coming out.
Same.
I thought you like started and took off running. Yes, Charles, you are 100% right. I have programs from Berlin back in the 90s. Yeah,
I got an old Kalamazoo one.
Yeah, it's something that as a kid you don't forget. But yeah, we could. This is a whole other episode that we will have to talk about this because I could probably go on and we could probably go on for an hour about what we can do to make this better. And that's going to be a whole nother episode one day because there's so much.
Back on track here.
Yeah, sorry guys.
What is your least favorite class?
Ooh.
I don't know.
You don't. Oh, all right.
I like to watch them all. I hate showing up to the racetrack and one class is missing. Because I like to watch different drivers in every class.
I love that answer, to be honest with you.
Well, it's don't get me wrong, it sucked. PJP knows this. He had 3 rainouts in a row.
Yep.
A lot of I like to watch Outlaw Late Models. It's a dying class, don't get me wrong. But I like wedge noses. I don't know why. I don't know what for. But then you go down to Plymouth and you see 38, 40 of them sitting there, getting ready to roll out.
Great.
No.
All right. You don't want to answer that?
I mean,
I can.
First, any true racer has taken a broke race car to the racetrack at some point.
I didn't know it was broke.
Oh, well, that's a different story.
One autograph night this year at Kalamazoo. I get there. Starts raining. My stuff's still loaded. I called Tony down at Plymouth, who texted Tony. Said, do I have enough time to make it to Plymouth to race? Mind you, it's an hour, 45, hour, 50-minute drive from Kalamazoo Speedway to Plymouth Motor Speedway. I riled up, me and all my buddies, we riled up and took off. Yes, I was speeding.
I'm shook.
Race car in tow. I get there. And Grady Woods comes walking over. We unload the car. They said street stock feature. I'm like, what? We're not gonna get ready? Unload it, the left front shock hits the ground. We ratchet strapped it.
Oh, shit.
And I went back out. I went out, raced, made 10, 12 laps, and then, like Raymond there said, the carburetor acted up again.
I had not heard that story. That's pretty great.
Good one.
That's pretty great.
Grady holds that over my head still.
All right, go.
Lance, that's actually in the works as we speak for a more midwinter schedule release type show. So, yeah, stay tuned for that.
Yep. We've definitely been talking about that. Kind of get promoters' perspective on things as well and pick their brains because there's a lot of stuff we could talk about. So, Curty,
Yep.
What's your plans for 2023?
They're already undergoing as we speak.
Can we talk about them?
A little. Not a whole lot.
Okay.
We are building a newish version of Patches. Undergoing a lot of surgery.
For those that don't know at home, who's Patches?
My street stop.
And where'd Patches come from?
Which class?
No.
Oh,
Where'd the
where the
name
name?
come from?
Oh, well, you see, every time I build bodies or do something, it has 5 different bodies from 5 different people. And then I just paint it to look normal. Kind of. I do gotta say, this year the truck body, that was all new, everything.
And that's the cool thing about you is because you're gonna find a way to race, and sport needs you.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
I know we're wrapping up here. Your favorite track to race at?
Plymouth.
Wow, I did not expect that.
Because of the fast response.
No, I just didn't expect
Ch-
that.
Well, Chad's never been to Plymouth. I think
have not.
we'll take you there next year. It's a hell of a track.
It's different.
Yep.
Like, front stretch is different from the back stretch. Turn 1 and 2 are different from turn 3 and 4.
It's like a Darlington almost.
It is.
Yeah, like that
Okay.
type of mentality. Favorite track to watch a race at?
Kalamazoo.
What turn?
Turn 1 and 2, baby.
Boom. Good answer.
Favorite track food?
Favorite track food?
This is a good question.
Come on, man. All these years, what is your favorite track food that you just when you get to the track? Because I know Paul's. He got.
I
need
wish
this.
I wish more racetracks had this. This was a Ben Rayburn invention. Galesburg Speedway has it. Pulled pork nachos. The Foots know about that one.
Agreed. Pulled pork nachos.
Good.
Can't go wrong.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, so say you finish the race, 7th place. You're hanging out with a bunch of hoodlums up in the top pits. What are you drinking? Answer wisely.
If you want to be on Paul's good side, you drink Miller Lite.
There we go.
I do not. Bush Light.
That's fair. That's fair. Steak on a stick. I mean, you really can't go wrong with steak on a stick.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Have you met Chad?
No. Just steak on a stick.
Oh,
Oh,
the comments up on the
didn't know
screen.
that.
I forgot there was that.
Tyler loves schmallow. Most people do the first time they have that. They'll fall in love.
You know, I've had steak on a stick once. I liked it. You can't beat the high side hustler.
That's a good one.
You gotta get it the right way without the.
Yeah, one time they do some jalapenos on for us.
Oh, I ate it with jalapeno.
There's 2 different burgers. There's a high side hustler and there's
Your face will melt off. Burger.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, but Paul ordered the wrong burger. And we're eating it, and we're like, oh, what's going on with my face? Open the burger up, and there's jalapenos everywhere. And Paul doesn't do spice very well.
Or at all.
He died. I digress. That's all the questions I got. So,
Yeah.
do we want to talk about, real quick, what happens after hours at the Kalamazoo Speedway?
Not after you say it like that.
I could start it out.
So this year, in multiple years before, I've always seen you after hours.
Of course.
But you never were by us. What can you say about the after hours of the PJP crew?
Oh,
If you
boy.
want to have a good time and get really drunk, come to PJP.
It's yeah. I mean, that's
No matter what. No matter what. You just walk up to you guys, and it's just a grand old time.
there's people who we don't even know show up to the pit stall with others that we do know, obviously, and then they never go away, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing because it can be a shitty ass night. We're gonna have fun.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we could go on about this, but that's after hour stuff because
I've been threatening to get kicked out a handful of times.
yeah, well, I don't know if we were going to talk about that, but I mean,
said
somebody,
what
I
happened?
believe McGann's, I think their name was,
Yeah.
pulling up night destruction cars doing donuts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a party.
party in the house.
Paul, don't want to say much about this.
This was
We
nice.
were asked nicely to leave the pits.
Nicely.
Understood.
But hey, it was fun.
They did just tell us you need to leave the fence. They wanted to
Yes.
lock up.
Yes, and I
Which is
respect
fair.
that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, like they said, they asked nicely. Yes, nicely. Okay, nicely.
Nice.
But, and that's a first for me. But it was fun.
I knew before I met you guys, I would always stay after races with AJ Foot.
Yep.
This was before Randy bought the track. This is when Gary owned it. Gary would drive by. Courtesy. Lock the main gate when they leave. Got it.
Yep. I think we're getting to that point with them.
Yep.
Even Randy, because we've talked to Randy that night, and I think we're getting to the point where he's like, "All right, look,
He's very
When you-
understandable on
when
why
you-
we stay there so
yes, when you guys are done fooling around, just lock it up."
But you got to leave the Night of Destruction cars alone. That's all.
Yeah,
long.
that.
Tyler.
I think his dad had a lot to do with that too.
Well, we kind of egged him on.
Yeah, we
We're
did.
like, hey, what can we do some donuts in real quick?
So, real quick, first off, thank you for joining us. It's
Yeah,
really
dude.
fun.
I love having a live guest. I think this is changing the game.
We need a bigger room for a live guest next.
We're in a closet.
We're not 6 feet apart.
Chad walks out of the closet first.
We are
Wait,
definitely
wait,
not
wait.
6 feet apart.
We forgot something.
What do we forget?
The most famous roads of PJP's pits after hours.
Oh, boy.
Chad's mom.
Oh, Chad's mom.
Paul's mom.
All the
That's a
moms.
nice lady.
But hey,
Oh.
I think I seen your mom comment. Was that you, mom?
My mom.
Yeah, I mean, I'll scroll up to see.
Oh, yeah.
I
Your mom did
believe
comment.
because you know I'm gonna stalk her now.
Oh, boy.
Kidding, I'm just kidding.
There's a lot of comments on this one.
Yeah,
Oh
there
no,
is.
that's not my real mom. That's my South Bend mom.
Oh.
Met her through our commander, another great guy.
Oh,
all
all
right,
right.
all right. You're
That
lucky.
whole team, that whole family, all of them, great people.
You're lucky.
That's what I thought.
But yeah, no, thank you for coming on.
Yep.
Paul,
We're gonna
usually
keep him on
asks
for the rest of the
questions.
episode?
Yeah,
Might
he's
as well.
gonna stay on. But I mean, just thank him.
Yep.
Real quick, no, stay. Paul usually asks this question. Sponsors, anyone you want to thank?
Let's start from the top, go all the way to the bottom. A lot of people helped this feud, whether it was a couple bucks to, let's start out with West Michigan Lighting Controls. That's my brothers-in-laws. I thank them from the bottom of my heart. My dad and I are very appreciative of you, and we can't wait to do more with you guys next year. Hopefully we go out there, go big or go home.
Love
Is the
that.
motto. Driven Real Estate Group, Hayden Horvath. Love you, dude. Thank you for being the biggest supporter I've had since I met you. Patriot Stump Grinding, Mikey Green, one hell of a dude. We met each other in race street stocks, and it's just a bond that clip. Jungle Joe's hopped on board this year. That was something different.
It's a fun place.
Oh yeah, without doubt. Whether you're a big kid, small kid, little. Paul's gonna be all quiet.
He hates kids.
Not yours though.
I don't know why.
He doesn't hate me. I'm a kid.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, who else was there? Oh, Nikes. My mom, my dad. Dad, most definitely.
Curtis's mom.
My dad is a big role in this whole racing deal with me, and he doesn't go a whole lot more. He still helps here and now, just getting to that age.
Yep.
Take it slow. Austin Maynard Racing, they stepped up randomly. I was searching for tires. He had tires.
That's awesome.
Brandon and Lisa Black, thank you for a lot this year. Grady Woods, I appreciate you, Pops. Zach Woods, thanks for everything. Everyone that contributed to this whole truck, whatever you want to call it. Whatever was in my head, they rolled with it. They hated me. That shop hated my guts. I changed the body 3-4 different times this year. And we settled with a pickup truck. Pro Stock Metal Detectors, lifelong friend of my dad's, never has stuck with me from the beginning. He's just been there no matter what. Bush.
Hurry up.
Of course, these guys. You didn't sponsor me, but Paul, you showed me what fun was all about again this year. And
Thanks, man.
I was struggling big time this year, but you showed me no matter how much you don't have a good time, or how much, wait, let me rephrase it, how much you suck one night. I'll put that right in my spot. And you brought the fun back into life.
Yeah.
Pops Towne, Ronnie, BB, Kim, BB, thank you this year.
Mom of the week.
Mom of the week,
Yep.
1 week, a couple weeks ago.
Drobny Racing Products, Brent Drobny, thanks for a lot you did this year, dude. I appreciate it. Next year, there's going to be a little new things going on, so stay tuned. And the guys that are helping out, I appreciate it. Buddy Head, Lane Head, I wanted to quit this year. After this year, I was done, and they talked me back into it.
Feel that.
And we'll see what next year brings us.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, and my biggest supporter, he might be upstairs watching from above, but old Jerry, that dude was in it to win it no matter what.
Amen to that.
We're going to go 4 swear words, 4 F-bombs. Curty, I want you to say it.
Let him fucking eat.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. So, Curtis, you're just going to hang out with us while we finish this up here. We just got a couple more things to do. We're just going to jump right into the next segment here.
Stacey's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long.
So, this week, and I failed once again. I'm sorry, everyone. I was not prepared.
Hashtag homeschooled.
Homeschooled. This was a battle. The last 3 weeks for Mom of the Week, and it was going back and forth, back and forth. This week, I am happy to show our Mom of the Week. I love that. So I'm excited to talk about what she sent me, because when I asked the Mom of the Week to send me a paragraph or something, this is what I like to see. And it don't always have to be this much, but what she wrote, this is you'll understand. She grew up at the racetrack following my dad, Tom Finkerbeiner. I should have pre-read this. And Uncle Ron from Kalamazoo, Owasso, Berlin, and anywhere in between. When my dad won his championship at Owasso in 1992, he kind of slowed his racing schedule to follow my sports. When around the racetrack as a kid, you kind of just hate the guy who's always winning. At that time, it was Andy Bozell. I laugh. When Andy wasn't on the track racing, Phil and Bubba Brooks would come and torment me and my friends I brought to the track with me. Fast forward to when I was 21 or 22 years old. I came back to the races just to watch some racing with family and started talking to Phil again. And the rest is history. Then in 2011 came Bryn and Bryce. Bryce has shown the need for speed and danger from the get-go, always wanting to know how it works and how it can be better. Who better to learn from racing the racing trade from than his papa Andy and dad Phil? His sister and I will always be his biggest fans. As far as me, Mom, he always has what he needs as far as clean fire suits, all his gear, drinks, and emotional support when he needs it. He gets a lot of tough love from the men, so sometimes he still needs his mama. Although I will say, out of all the mama figures in his life, I will say I am no doubt the calmest. I like all of the moms of the week, but I knew when she won this, it was gonna be a good paragraph per se. We talked about Bryce and Aaron. I know Phil and Andy have a lot to do with that, but just like you said, if it isn't for you, that kid probably wouldn't be where he's at either. Just doing what you do as a mom, and we've talked about this. Thank you.
Yep.
Even with Phil before Bryce got behind the wheel, thank you, because Phil's a hell of a wheelman, and it takes a strong, awesome wife to allow him to do what he does. And that is the true definition of mom of the week. So, from all of us, thank you.
Golf claps.
Thank you. Damn, that was. She got me with the whole. Her dad stopped racing to do her sports, and it got me. Because I mean, it's kind of the situation I'm in. Like, I gotta look at. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Anywho,
we digress for the 19th time.
We did it. I know. I'm sorry. All right, everyone, for the favorite part of the show.
All right. This week's Paul's final thoughts. I want to give a shout out to Kalamazoo Speedway. New owners with Rex Wheeler and a new promoter with Jeff Parrish. They're making huge waves in the local short track scene lately with a repave, which honestly is unheard of. I've been racing a while. I don't remember a track being completely repaved in my lifetime. So that is super awesome. Who does that anymore? And their announcements of some huge events coming up in the 2023 season. For instance, the hot shoe for the modifieds, 4-race Outlaw Special with almost $50,000 purse money for the Outlaw Supers, and the return of George Harris's Memorial Race, and the return of his favorite, the Hot Dog Race, which if you have ever been to Kalamazoo Speedway, you know what the Hot Dog Race is. It's a damn good time, and I'm super excited they're honoring him in that way. So go support them. Take some new faces to the racetrack, as we always say. They're betting on us racers to go support them and show them that the money they're dumping into that track isn't going to be a lost cause. Let's make it all a winning combination and bring some life back to this sport.
Hey, Paul.
What's up, buddy?
We going to see you at Owasso?
You sure will.
Breaking news. We've heard it here first.
Yep.
So real quick, Curtis forgot a sponsor, and this is a pretty big one. So Curtis, go ahead, buddy.
Great Lakes TNT Truck Wash. Chad T, one hell of a dude. You went big. Came to me, said let's get you a front wheel drive for Jerry's race, and you stuck your word. Then you'll see me teaming up with Chad next year, but that's into the whole 2020 tricks of the trade.
Love
Perfect.
it.
I'll be driving something way different.
Love it.
All right. So real quick, thank you, everyone. This was a heck of a show. Curtis,
Damn good show. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
I was glad to be here.
Great night. And always remember, guys, check in with your friends and family. As we know, the ones who need the most help are the ones who don't want the help. So sometimes all it takes is to open ear to help someone through a rough time. Don't ever forget that.
See ya.
And nice.